Well, let's take you back now to the Union buildings where we continue to commemorate Women's Day. And of course, the national celebrations are taking place there today. We catch up with our reporter, Nozintombi Miya. Nozintombi, good morning to you. What are you seeing out there this morning?
Thank you so much, Naledi. It's high energy where we're standing here at the SABC precinct. And you'll recall, Naledi, that this is where the start of the Women's March is going to be taking place. Now, I'm going to step out of shot just to show you what we are seeing right now and ask my camera colleague, Gabi, to give you an idea of what we're looking at. Now, we've had, I think, probably 2 drills that have happened just now with an all-woman policing platoon. And now this is women policing officers that come from different policing units, such as National Police, such as Metro Police, such as the crime prevention wardens, the so-called amapanyazas, as well as the Tshwane policing choir and the marching band. And you'll know that today is such a historic event, and that this march that's taking place is actually a symbolic march that celebrates 67 years since the 1956 Women's March to Union buildings. And at the time, the issue then had been women protesting against the issue of discriminatory pass laws imposed by the then apartheid government. And obviously we do know that the women went there to now highlight that issue, and it was a women's march led by women such as Lillian Goy, Helen Joseph, Raima Musa, and Sophie Williams de Bruin. But now what we're seeing with this march is that we are seeing a lot of different social ills in the community. We do know that the issue of gender equality remains a big problem, as well as women's empowerment in the post-apartheid area. And today is such a big issue. It's such a big day for these women platoons, for these women policing platoons to highlight the issue that women face, not just in the workforce, but also in their private lives. Issues such as gender-based violence, issues such as women's voices and agency, such as economic opportunities for women in these sort of policing sectors. And we did get a chance to speak to some of the women that are going to be in this parade that we're seeing, that's going to be marching from SABC all the way to Union buildings. And a lot of them had expressed their absolute joy and delight at being part of such a historic march, a symbolic historic march. And they spoke about some of the issues that they face as women working in spaces such as the policing spaces, issues such as safety and security, issues around protection, issues around the issue of the glass ceiling, the invisible glass ceiling that remains forever present when it comes to women, especially women who come from disenfranchised backgrounds. And they're saying that they're hoping that this march, this walk from SABC precinct all the way to the Union buildings will help raise awareness and help start dealing with the issue of bringing ladders to climb up to that glass ceiling, or starting to shatter the glass ceiling, and images and perceptions about women in policing, women in society, women being victims as opposed to being women who are the mothers of the nation, the leaders of the nation, empowered people. So it was quite interesting to hear their perspective and to hear why they themselves found it fascinating and wanted to be part of today's march. So we haven't started yet. They are about to start with their walk within the next few minutes. And what we do know, Naledi, is that they're going to make their way straight down this road that we are on. And it's going to be quite a fast and brisk walk all the way to the Union buildings. The band is here. It is keeping everybody in high spirits. Police are keeping a very close eye. All the roads leading up to the Union buildings from here, SABC, have all been cordoned off, so traffic is going to be directed. There will be some minor traffic disruptions on the roads that intersect, but those will be only for a few minutes. The march itself is anticipated to take less than 30 minutes to get to Union buildings. It's actually not far It's about maybe a 2-kilometer distance from where we're standing at Sammy Marks. And from what we're seeing and what we saw from the true drills that they did for us a little bit earlier, it is going to be quite a brisk pace that they'll be setting to union buildings to make their presence known there and join with the broader national events that are taking place at union buildings, Naledi.
Yeah.